Plus, we'll talk a little bit about Father's Day. We'll talk to the author of Man's Shoes. We'll talk to Tom Watson about his book, trying to get us all to think about what it means to be a good dad.
Oh, and did you get any tips from that?
There's some excellent stuff in there. It's really a different way of getting advice. He has work projects for dads to do, like little homework projects to take over, and some songs to listen to that may inspire you. Neat idea. Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. As we ramp up towards Father's Day, we've not only had some cool ideas as far as gifts and stuff like that, but later on, we're going to talk with the author of Man's Shoes. Tom Watson's an author who's got a book about, well, what it takes to become a better man and a better husband and a better father.
Oh, good. So a few tips.
Yeah, lots of different.
Improve yourself.
Well, it's his story, and then some work that all dads should be doing to well, look at themselves. It's something that I think moms do a whole lot more.
Right.
Talk about being a good parent, what it takes to be a good parent, and maybe we can get some more dads talking about it.
So, and maybe they can read this book and find out.
There you go. Man's Shoes is one man's story about learning what it takes to be the best father, the best husband, and the best man that he can be. It's also a workbook, so every guy can find those qualities in himself. Here to share a little bit about that is the author, Tom Watson. So, Tom, we want to talk about, well, your life and your reflections on being a father and a husband and the best dad that you can be. You went from 12 foster homes before you found your forever home. Did that give you a different perspective when it comes to being a dad?
Oh yeah, I think it definitely did. You know, what happens is you realize the stability that you need as a child, and which I didn't have. And as I look back on my life, what I wanted to provide for my sons was the stability, as having this dad that could be the dad that you needed him to be.
So where do most of us fail then? Where do most guys come up short when it comes to being the best father they can be?
Well, being the best father that you can be is a difficult role.
Sure.
And we're very complicated beings. You know, we have these busy lives, we have careers, we have wives, we have friends, we have fitness, we have faith, we have all these things. And so what happens in our lives is that being the best father is sandwiched in amongst all those things, and it's tough to balance that whole thing out.
So is where we fail as dads not making that a priority? Working on it as much as we would our fitness or our work?
Exactly. I mean, it's a selection of priorities. And so, you know, in the book, Man's Shoes, I talk about this formula, my choice plus my actions equals my life. And that fits into all aspects of our lives, but it certainly fits into my choice as a father, my choice, my actions as a father equals the life that I'm going to share with my kids.
Now, there's at the end of each chapter, there's a little bit of a work section for every dad. So why was that important to getting your message across?
Well, I can tell you my story, and my journey is, I think a lot of men in this story that I tell you, we suffer from the same challenges, and so I can tell you my story. What I wanted you to do was reflect on my story, but reflect on your life. And so I wanted to jog your little thinking cap and actually have you sit down and think about that at the end of every chapter. What about me? How could I change? What could I do better?
Right, that's opportunity to pass on your knowledge to your kids and future generations.
Absolutely.
How about the music? You suggest song titles at the end of each chapter. How does that play in?
Well, music's been a big part of my life, and in particular country music. I love it. But, you know, if we allow ourselves to open up our soul and just let something else influence us, to give us thought, time, and that's what music does for me. So that's why music's in part.
If that's what it takes to get the dads thinking about becoming the best dad they can be, then good for them.
Yeah.
It's something to get them started. Amazon, the website Amazon is the best way to find Tom's book, or breakfasttelevision.ca for all the information. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me
and happy
here.
Father's Day.